Hello, hello. Happy Valentine's Day, all my love.
Greetings, everybody. Happy Love Day.
Just want to let you know that we love you very much. That's why we're
Yes.
spending tonight with you. It's not because we don't have dates.
Right?
I
People love me. I was told once.
love me, and
Yeah.
that's really honestly at the end of the day the only person that matters. That's why I love Nestle Crunch.
So, how's everybody enjoying their Valentine's Day? Did you watch any good movies today? Any classics? I watched the original My Bloody Valentine.
Anybody watch Heart Eyes? Didn't that come out today or this week?
I was going to go see Captain America tomorrow, but I kind of just watched the spoiler review. I was like, yeah, I don't think I would have liked it.
I've heard that the script is pretty bad even for a Marvel movie. So
Yeah, a bunch of reshoots and stuff. So,
which
kind of
sucks
like,
because I like Anthony Mackie. Like, I don't think it's his fault, but it kind of sucks they fumbled. This whole next era has not been a great so far.
no, they've had like 3 hits since Endgame, and then it's just kind of been like,
There's fatigue. I mean, there's a lot. It's a lot of movies. I'm excited for Doctor Doom. I
Well,
think that could be a cool
Thunderbolts
one.
trailer looks good, but I'm
Thunderbolts could be
actually
cool.
even though I'm a Marvel guy, that Superman Legacy trailer was
The
really
Superman
hit.
legacy. You know what? DC deserves a win. If anybody's going to do it, James Gunn could do it for him. So
Yep.
that looked pretty damn promising because Clark Kent and Superman look like two different people, and that's very important.
Yes, and then you get
So
Crypto, probably
and
the best
crypto,
part of the movie. Crypto.
but what we've got for you all tonight is some love themed trivia
Yes,
questions. We got
first.
16 questions tonight, so a little bit more than the normal amount, and then after trivia we have movies, and we will take a break in the middle of the questions to tell you what's playing tonight and show you what you have a chance to win, which is a Heart Eyes set of Valentine's cards that Patrick
Oh,
got.
very cool.
So, a little sheet of those. We'll show you a picture of what they look like. It was on the preview thumbnail too. But
Prizes.
what you can't have is my special widescreen or my special full screen edition of 28 Days Later, which are out of print and off streaming services. So, PNERPs, stay out of the Cambridge primate research facility, please.
And
You're the
you can't
closest
have
viewer.
my trade paperback of Faust, written by Kim Vigil, a
Nice.
story about love that is out of print.
I wish I could read. That'd be pretty cool. But
All
we'll have some
right, ladies
questions
and
for you.
gentlemen. This is one of my favorite movies, so Shelby, I'm going to take this one.
And we have
And
two R's in it. Damn.
yeah, that's Return,
Whoops.
not but Return of the Living Dead 3. What ambition does Kurt have? Does he want to win the Royal Rumble for a chance to main event WrestleMania, play guitar in a metal band, play drums in a metal band, or be a singer in a metal band? What's one of Kurt's ambitions?
Kurt had
Go
a
on to
lot of ambition.
WrestleMania, play drums, metal, drums, guitar, or singer. What did Kurt want to do?
On the MTV? Boy, you can't say some of the words in that song. Can't do that anymore. We got to move those color TVs. Man, what a riff.
I can't believe nobody picked Win the Royal Rumble.
Why
No
don't
one
you want
got...
to win the Royal Rumble? Okay.
Oh, someone did. Never mind, Chris. Good on you.
Okay, good.
Yeah, most of you guys got that one. He wanted to play drums.
Oh, look, my Valentine showed up. I'll leave that open to interpretation. You're all my Valentine.
I gave Chris credit for going for the Royal
Are there
Rumble.
really singers in a metal band? It's screamers, right? So that was obviously a trick question. Nobody wants to be a singer in a metal band. You got to thrash.
One of the best. Well, actually, after the first one, it's definitely the best return.
Yeah. You know what else returned? Is Chucky in a few too many movies. But what's the name of the hotel in Bride of Chucky? Is it the Suites Love Inn? The Honeymoon Suites Hotel? Love is in, or Hotel Coral Essex? It's got sex in it, so it's a pun.
After the question, I'll tell you how I got one of those hotel names. That if somebody gets that reference, you're definitely part of the cool people team.
Oh, I
if
should
you know the
have.
reference of one of these hotels.
This one I was gonna replace one of the answers with the hotel from Dumb and Dumber when they stay in the honeymoon suite. It had a name too. Crap, I forgot to do that. That was on my list. I was adding questions and I was like, I want to add a new answer in there. Finally, part of the cool kids. What's up, Lewis or Luis?
Yeah,
Honeymoon
most of you guys got that
suites.
one.
Honeymoon.
But Hotel Coral Essex is from Return of Revenge of the Nerds, Part 2.
Okay.
And there's a scene where there's a sign like the E to L and the C go away, and the E, all those lights break, and then you can see what it says.
Hot sex. Hot oral sex. It's Valentine's Day.
I see what you guys did.
I see what you did.
What we also did is we made some questions. Here's another one. You can refresh yourself with this brew made famous in My Bloody Valentine's. It was some Moosehead Lager, some Moose Knuckle Light, Hosebrow, or Canuck Ultra.
Oh, fine Canadian beers.
Yeah. I could go for a frosty Moose Knuckle Light.
I'm sure we all could on this 14th of February. Well, all the moose knuckles, please stand up.
What kind of beer? Moosehead Lager, Moose Knuckle, some Hosebrow, or some Canuck Ultra?
I think Canuck Ultra sounds pretty good. I think I'm trying to think. I think that's in Starfield. Is like there's some kind of Canadian canned food like in like the vending machines, and it's Canuck something. Canuck, and it's got the little Canadian maple leaf on it. It's of course Moosehead Lager.
Moosehead Lager.
But I think everybody really would rather have Moose Knuckle Light. It's filling, but it's also lighter. You can pound.
You ever been to Singapore and had some tiger beer? Oof. I never realized. Found out if it was true or not. Supposedly, it's like fermented with formaldehyde. That's why it's got a certain flavor. But good old tiger beer in Singapore.
Well, as long as your vision doesn't go away permanently, you're
yeah. Okay. I mean, I can still
go full moose knuckle, never go light. Yeah, you're right. There's more flavor. And you know, when Oscar and Ellie first meet and let the right one in, there was a lot of flavor too. Where was that? Was it the hallway outside Oscar's apartment, the courtyard of the apartment complex, the stairway outside the apartment, or inside the apartment? Were they moving too fast, do you think? A true love story.
It's funny because I had watched Let Me In previous to this one. And I'm like, I really liked Let Me In. Then I saw this one. I was like, wow, that was as good. As much as I Let Me In, I didn't think I'd like Let the Right One that much better as the original, but it was amazing.
It's pretty good. And if you're new tonight, all you got to do to play trivia is just type the number in the chat. In the chat, not the comments of the video, the chat. You got to be in the live chat for the answers to count. Sometimes we get people in the comments and it does not see your comments. That's all I got to do. Jump right in. Yeah, still have a chance to win. We're only 5 questions in. There's 16 tonight, so.
Yep, they meet outside the courtyard.
That's where most people meet. Would have been better though if they met in the apartment. He breaks down the door, and then it makes the title a pun because did you really let the right one in? Because he kind of let himself in. So.
Anybody's. All right. So in Thirst, not Thrist, what unusual method does Sang Hung use to feed without killing people? Does he steal small amounts of blood from coma patients? Does he steal blood from a blood bank? Does he steal blood from a local butcher? Or does he drink the blood of animals?
For the record, I think these are all legal options, okay?
Yes.
Nobody was killed.
What method does he use? Does he steal from coma patients, steal from a blood bank, steal blood from a butcher, or does he drink the blood of animals?
I mean, Voldemort got to do it. Big whoop. It's just a unicorn.
All seem like viable options.
Yeah. What's the big deal here? It's just blood. I mean, I'm not giving my blood for it, but whatever.
What you guys plans for the weekend now that football is over? Any fun plans for this weekend there, ladies and gentlemen?
Ooh, we stole my patience.
Damn, Jason on Sunday rocking with that
This
one.
blood's for you.
Good job. And Jason and Sunday are two top runners for the Tournament of Champions. They both have multiple wins.
Details forthcoming. I think I'm ready to schedule that baby, and we'll let it rip on the technology side. So my competitors be studying the blade because it's going to be some hard questions.
Uncle Pete's coming out of retirement.
Uncle Pete is coming out of retirement for fight for a title. But in between there and now, in my boyfriend's back, what does Johnny crave? Valentine's candies with the words on them that taste like chalk, human flesh, brains, or blood. Yeah, of course, the classic four for Valentine's Day. Chalk, flesh, brains, and blood.
Yeah, it's
the Holy Trinity. Holy Quadrinity.
That's what everybody wants on Valentine's Day. Flesh, brains, blood, and chalk candies.
Chalk candies. I can't. I saw a thing where they're not making those very much anymore, which is good because nobody ever liked them. They're gross.
Yeah, you just kind of eat like they don't taste good. I mean, if they made them taste like Smarties, remember Smarties? If they tasted like Smarties, it'd like
that's what it doesn't make any sense because I think it's the same. I think Spangler makes them. That was like the thing is like they made the conversation hearts and they're not the same. It's human flesh.
Well, B-Rad, I commend you.
I'm assuming it's Miss and not Moss Sunday, but you do you. I'm not going to yuck your yum. I also miss Philip Seymour Hoffman. Delightful.
Playing a jock bully in my boyfriend's back.
He did. I love him in Big Lebowski, and he's just getting shit on the entire time by everybody. Oh, that's just delightful. You give you a hand job, but he has to pay to watch.
Movie you may have to pay to watch, but maybe not. But In Warm Bodies, what does R collect? Vinyl records, headbands, figurines, or comic books? Or what are 4 things Uncle Pete collects? Well, what does R collect in Warm Bodies?
You didn't say bodies. That's weird.
Yeah.
You don't collect bodies?
Vinyl records, headbands, figurines, or comic books?
I collect Pokemon cards.
Uncle Pete's got a collection of.
I got some old ones too. Yeah, that's a cool one. I got that when I was a kid. That's a neat one. Actually, I found this at a TJ Maxx when I was a kid. I only paid like $3 for it. That was probably even cooler about
it. And these are just the headbands I have on my coffee table. So yes, I do collect headbands.
We have a lot of headbands, but I'm not the one wearing them in the house. They're for the dogs. They're bandanas. Warm Bodies. I remember when that came out. It ended up being a pretty damn good movie. I thought it was
a pleasant surprise. Like I was underestimated. It was a good one.
It's pretty good. Brad fell for the headbands question. There's always somebody. Come on, Brad, shape up. Get in the game. Get your head on. Can't have previous trivia winners answering questions like that.
Trick question because Uncle Pete collects all 4 of them.
Shape up. I'm gonna come down the street and hit you. Brad's about an hour away from me. We're gonna start fighting. Bringing that weak game in here.
Yeah, Mama Bear, that is a good plot concept.
In My Bloody Valentine, what is the name of the mine? Did you read the sign? Is it Warden Mine? Is it Valentine Bluffs Mine? Is it Hanninger Mine? Or is it Black Rock Mine? If you are a patron or a YouTube channel subscriber, this was your weekly hint.
Very cool.
You can get the leg up on the competition. Sometimes it's usually... I try to make it one of the hardest questions of the week is the one we give a clue out for. So, is it pay to play? You tell me.
Yes.
I tell you what costs money is just stupid trivia software. Nothing cool is free. That's what sucks. This thing is. I feel like somebody should build one. But this one works pretty well. It's just got a little bit of lag sometimes. I killed Uncle Pete. Uh-oh. Oh, well. He'll come back. He'll come back. Or he won't. We'll find out. That's the joy of doing things live. But you know what we can do in between? This is our halfway point. So I will tell you about our movies tonight. I'm going to pause real quick. We have 2 movies tonight. And let me show you. Patrick told me I had to show you all.
Hey, I'm back.
We're gonna do the movies. It is the halfway point, so I'm gonna show them these groovy movie posters that Patrick forced me to show you all. As soon as I get the switcher, where'd you go? So first of all, I'm gonna show you all. This is a picture of the the cards the champion tonight's gonna get from Hard Eyes. So those are like real paper cards, like Valentine's cards, right? You hand out in class. And then we'll have our first movie, and that is Alice and the Vampire Queen. That's going to be the one up here at the top of the hour here in the next 10 minutes or so. And Alice and the Vampire Queen is it is a movie that has a synopsis that I'm supposed to read to you. And it is that Alice Oldman, an ex-con trying to escape her past. Everybody's trying to escape a past in these horror movies. She's barely keeping her life together when a mysterious stranger offers a deal she can't refuse. Prepare one special dish for his boss. But his boss isn't just anyone. She's the legendary Vampire Queen. The legendary Vampire Queen. As Alice steps into the world of ancient hunger and supernatural power, she must decide whether this opportunity is her salvation or a trap she won't escape. Sounds spicy. And then, Uncle Pete, do you have your homework ready for?
Yeah, sure. We got Death Passage. It's going to be shown right after that. So this is when 3 American backpackers arrive in Australia. Been there a couple times. One of my favorite port visits. Well, they hear about an eerie myth of the Lemon Tree Passage. Have you heard that myth? It's a ghost before said to appear to reckless drivers. So eager for a thrill, because they're a bunch of young guys, they set out to witness it firsthand, but what begins as adventure quickly spirals into a nightmare. Always happens. And they awaken something far more sinister than they ever imagined. Isolated, 1,000 miles away from home, they're going to fight to escape, or are they going to die? What's going to happen?
And I'll show you all the movie poster. Ooh, it's spooky. It's inspired by actual events. I didn't hear that story when I was in Australia, so I'm curious to know if that's East Coast or what. I was, on the eastern side, so Golden Coast got its own culture, I'm sure. So
yeah, I've been to Perth and Hobart, Tasmania.
Okay, yeah, so you were in the same regions as I was. I was in Cairns and then Melbourne. I didn't go to Tasmania though. We didn't have time.
Many moons ago.
All right, and with that, we will continue with the show. 8 more questions. Do you have it in you to win this special?
Pretty cool prize. One of the first times we've actually given a prize other than stickers. So,
well, which if you haven't received stickers yet, that's because I haven't done my mail day yet. I'm going to do it this weekend, so I got to send out all my 2025 stickers. So stay tuned. I think I have everybody's addresses, so everybody's done a good job of reaching out with your address if you want to receive your stickers.
And to win a sticker, you're going to have to win trivia. You need to get them questions right. But can you get this one right? In Nina Forever, how does Nina die? Does she unalive herself? Is it a drug overdose? Does she drown? Or is it a car accident? How does Nina die in Nina Forever?
Well,
does she unalive herself?
She can't die. The movie's called Nina Forever.
Yeah. So does she really die?
Duh. Spoiler alert.
Car accident.
It's like you're just trying to
get these movie I was expecting to be bad, but actually it was like pretty darn good.
I don't know if I've seen this one.
It was a good story.
I miss Disney Channel originals that didn't suck. That's what I miss. Under Wraps. That's what I miss.
Remember HBO Friday nights with that theme, that feature presentation?
Yeah,
Good
that
old,
was pretty dope. I mean, we watched. We were old enough. I mean, Pat, we caught some Joe Bob Monster
yeah.
Vision in its final days on the cable networks. We did a lot of sci-fi originals when sci-fi would do like their Friday night premieres or Saturday night premieres. Mansquito or whatever it was. It was like Mosquito and Mansquito and
Yeah.
all that
I remember
shenanigans.
watching, I think it was Joe Bob or Up All Night with Rhonda Shear. It was The Incredible Melting Man.
Ooh,
That's a good movie.
yeah, we missed a lot of the hosts. I had to watch just Twilight Zone and Alfred Hitchcock's Presents reruns. But you can also figure out what historical era the film that the Love Witch takes place. Is it the 90s to 2000s? Is it the 80s? Is it the 60s and 70s? Or is it the 50s? When does the Love Witch take place?
Kind of like a giallo, so Shelby probably hasn't seen it. Because we know Shelby's like a
Does the
giallo.
author end up being the Love Witch? That just pisses me off. It's always the writer, and he always ends up having amnesia, and he's the one that committed all the crimes after knowing everything about how the crimes were committed.
No, but it is funny. Like in most giallos, like the protagonist is an artist of some sort, whether it's music, art,
Yeah,
painting,
it's just
acting.
I will slander whatever I please, Valentine.
Don't like Sundays. She
Look,
stands
you
by her.
listen. You knew
her
what you were
fiance.
getting into when you met me. Okay, I'm not changing.
60s and 70s.
Oh, look, and Patrick pins the post. Yeah, they're always out to get me. Everyone's out to get me. Uh huh. All right, that's fine. That's fine. We're gonna have Tenebrae slander night, and I'm just gonna be the only one there, and I'm gonna have a lot of fun. I won't invite anybody.
Shelby's gonna riff tracks.
You know what? I should. That's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna do Giallo watch nights, but I'm just gonna record new audio over all of it. Make you all suffer. You have Sunday on it, just trying to correct me every single time I say something bad about it. But you know what? It's not bad. The town where My Bloody Valentine 3D takes place. What's the name of that town? Is it Valentine Bluffs? Is it Harmony? Is it Gotham? Is it Easton? One of these things is not like the others.
Just think how cool that movie would have been if it did take place in one of these answers.
That would be sick.
I mean,
That would honestly, we'd probably still be getting movies in that franchise if it was taking place.
it would
there.
still be in the theater.
Can you think about the crossovers? I mean, come on, Heath Ledger would be great. Would be great. Danny DeVito, the Penguin. Come on. Just think of the franchising.
The miner pulls off his mask and it's like Killer Croc or like
Mr. Freeze. It's Harmony. It's not Valentine Bluffs. I thought people would fall for that.
So did I. I was kind of.
I'm really disappointed in you
I
all.
was going to get somebody.
I'm disappointed in you all. Why didn't you fall for that? I worked so hard to not give you 15 out of 16 questions right. And it feels like tonight we're getting there.
I'm trying to make it a little bit more difficult because I think
Y'all
last
some
week
nerds.
Joe Self only got like 13 out of 15 our last theme night.
A lot of layups on Valentine themed movies. There's not a lot of Valentine movies, so that's why I kind of spread it out to love.
This one answer might be a layup, but in Return of the Living Dead Part 3, how does Julie die? Does she the terror of watching too many Taylor Swift videos? Is it a motorbike accident, drug overdose, or a car accident? How does she die?
Hominies.
I mean, one of them seems like I'd rather be set on fire. So, did she watch too many Taylor Swift? Was a motorcycle accident, drug overdose, or car accident? I don't know why I put motorbike. I think I forgot the R.
Ours have been. Is your R on your laptop messed up? I think there's a problem with your R key.
I might have to check. It seems like that's the one key.
You got like some Dr. Pepper spilled on that or something. It's putting extra R's in places and it's not putting them in other places. I think we've determined the pattern now.
And this was my question. I got bad spelling, so
pirate
right now it says Taylor, not Taylor. But
well, you know,
movie morgue. Yes, a pirate stole my R.
Pirate stole the R.
Nice. Yeah, it was a good old motorcycle accident. I don't know
Sound
how
like
I
it's a
feel
good
about
thing.
this sequel for Return of the Living Dead, which is, as we all know, my favorite movie of all time. Me and my brother Vince. So, yeah, I think this like this. It's a sequel that takes place before the second movie in the winter.
Yeah, it's trippy how they switch the timeline around, but it is cool. You know what else is cool? This movie that stars a woman who used magic to get men to fall in love and ends up having disastrous results. Is it the Love Witch? Is it Spellcaster? Is it Love Potion number 9? Is it Blood Diner? What's the name of this movie? It is not None for You because
Coming soon, maybe one day. We had to do a GoFundMe and get
emphasis on
Josh to
coming.
direct.
Emphasis on coming. Maybe it has to be a porno for us to get this thing done. I don't know. It depends on what kind of script Josh gives us.
You're right. What was
I
the
mean,
movie?
okay, Sean Fair, you could argue that Blood Diner could be a correct answer to this, but she doesn't exist exclusively to get you to fall in love with her. She just kills you. So it's the Love Witch. That's why I put Blood Diner in there as a hard question. And
I said a good portion thought it was Love Potion number 9.
is that even a movie?
It is, but I don't. I think it's a
number.
guy who uses it. If
Okay.
I remember correctly,
Well,
I can't remember.
I was using it as the generic term, not an actual movie title.
Oh yeah, I
Of
think.
course, what is it? An Amazon original?
I'm sure somebody in the no, I think it was like a '90s movie. If somebody in the comments, if you know, Love Potion number 9. But you also hopefully you know the answer to this question because in this horror movie, the killer hunts the children of his previous victims. Is it Revenge of the Broken Heart, My Bloody Valentine, Lover's Lane, or I Know What You Did Last Summer,
That's a lot of words.
or I Could
Achilles. Achilles. And we ran a little over. The movie has started, so we'll get you wrapped up here. I'm sorry, it's theme night, and I pressed the wrong button. We would have been done 4 minutes ago otherwise. So it's all right. You're missing all the previews.
So what we'll do preemptively. Hey, thanks for everybody showing up. Appreciate you showing up every week.
Yes.
Thanks for playing trivia with us.
We'll be back next Friday with 10 questions, not 16. But it's really important you answer the last question, okay? It's going to make everything make sense tonight.
It could determine the winner or not winning.
It could. It could. Depends on how spiteful you are.
Yep.
It's Lover's Lane. I figured I'd get some because I didn't say My Bloody Valentine 3D, so it's not the sequel. Because isn't that like the whole thing in the new one where they're like, oh, it's the descendants. He's killing the descendants of some of the previous people in town. And it's like, no, it's Lover's Lane is literally the guy comes back and hunts the children of people he killed when he was first a killer. So I see what you did there. I can almost read. And this character in the Phantasm series just never seems to get the girl. Is it the tall man? Is it Reggie? Is it Mike Pearson? Or is it Jodie Pearson? Who is the forever scorned lover boy in the Phantasm series?
Who doesn't get the girl?
Not for lack of trying. Mans is always shooting his shot. He
People are kind of split on this.
They
one.
are. I'm kind of surprised. I'm kind of surprised. Tall man gets his, but not consensually. If that's your end you need. He definitely grabs, but he ain't helping.
Chris knows what's up. He's like, tall man gets his. Yeah.
Tall man gets his. Tall man ain't hurting. Tall man's got dimensions of women.
Tall man's got no issues.
He's got canisters full of women. It's old Reggie Bannister. Every single movie, he's always saving the girl, and he never gets a kiss.
No respect for the tall man. I'm telling you.
Y'all really think the tall man's hurting? Man. This is a tough crowd.
One question left. This could be a tiebreaker. Could
Or
lock
Reg.
somebody in for a win. We haven't had a repeat winner yet this year.
We've not. Reggie dreams, he does, yes, but that doesn't count. We all dream. We all dream. I remember the ages of 10 to 18.
All right. Last
All right.
question.
Who loves you, baby? Poltergeist? The KOH crew? Is it Elvis or is it bitch? Who loves you? Don't mess this up. Okay? Don't mess this up. If you answer this wrong out of spite and you end up losing trivia because of it, you deserve it. Okay?
Nope. And I think it's the second time we combine Poltergeist and bitch in a question.
We had to get it in. I think we missed Poltergeist last week.
Yeah, we've missed a couple weeks.
Sometimes it's hard to, as much as we try, sometimes it's hard to fit Poltergeist and bitch in there. Okay?
Yep.
We do try to give you real questions.
But we also need our weekly, I should say.
Gotta have the milk and doo-doo. It's gonna have to be Human Centipede night, and it's gonna be awful, and everybody's gonna hate it.
Chris changing his vote that last second.
Out of spite. It doesn't work. You can't change your vote. Oh, you messed up. You messed up. And you're going on the shit list. I'm honestly surprised Sunday you actually answered it correctly. I figured you'd be a spite vote. So.
All right. Did we get a repeat winner? Out of 16 questions, I'm going to say the winner got 11.
Ooh, I think they got 12.
All right.
There was only like one question that everybody missed.
I don't know if I've gotten a guess right.
It could even be 13, honestly. Watch it be 15. Oh, no, Sunday got all of them right. Sunday got a perfect score. And Jason got 15. All right, we have an outright winner tonight. It is Sunday.
She just aced a trivia week.
Oh, man. Will anybody stop Sunday? That's actually now our first repeat winner of 2025. Sunday's already got 2 on the board.
Congratulations, Sunday.
Congrats.
She is a force to be reckoned with.
We will see. We will have Pete versus Sunday in the Trivia Tournament of Champions coming soon, and you all will be able to watch. But until then, please go watch our movies, and we will see you next week.
Take care, everybody.